It is finally April, which means, my friends, that it is time for a new monthly investing video. Also, it is April 1st, so try not to get rickrolled or pranked too hard. I got your guys' backs. But yes, today we're going to talk about some new investments that I've been looking at for the new month. So if you aren't subscribed yet and want to learn more about CSGO investing, this channel is the best place to do it, so be sure to subscribe if you are in the near 80% of people that watch these videos and aren't yet. And just before we get into the video, same as the last couple of videos, be sure to leave a like, comment your Steam profile name and not actually your trade link because YouTube removes it, and of course be subscribed and I'll send some of you guys cases, random skins, whatever I've got in my inventory. But for now, let's get right into the video. So first of all, I actually want to go over Operation skins again, but talk about an entirely different thing that I didn't notice previously, and if you have the budget for it, can potentially be the best investment out of the entire operation. And it's probably the most overlooked skin. The M4A1S Welcome to the Jungle. The cheapest on Buff163, which is a Chinese marketplace, is currently going for $518, but if we look at the supply, it's only near 1,400 in total of them of any condition, not just battle scarred, which is incredibly low because if we look back to one of the Shattered Web collections at the Gungnir, the cheapest one is over 2,500, and if we look at the supply, there's over 3,100 of them, so over double that of the M4A1S Welcome to the Jungle, and the M4 is literally a fifth of the price with, once again, less than half of the supply of Gungnir. So what should you take into account from this? Well, this kind of makes sense right now because people are still worried about the re-release of the Broken Fang collections, I guess, even though the Shattered Web collections weren't re-released, so in my eyes it wouldn't really make sense for Valve just to skip over the Shattered Web collections and reuse Broken Fang, but this is really something interesting to look at. Now, although on pen and paper, you would probably think that the M4 Welcome to the Jungle would easily reach 2,500 because of the lack of supply compared to the Gungnir, this may very well not be the case, as I just think the Gungnir had way much more hype behind it off the start, and the Op Fade, M4 Blue Phosphor, and AK-47 X-Ray, all skins from the new Broken Fang collections, kinda took away from the hype behind the M4 Welcome to the Jungle. So I'm not saying it's not gonna increase in price or anything like that, because presuming there is no re-release of these collections, all skins from the Broken Fang collections probably will and should pretty much just be guaranteed profit, considering they're going to be extremely limited and extremely sought after. So in my last video, I actually talked about why I think all the Operation skins follow this trend as well, so the highlight of this video is pretty much just the M4, but throughout this month especially, since the Operation is coming to a close, I think investing in skins from either past Operations or Broken Fang are great options, and I myself just picked up an M4 Icarus Fell and a Glock Twilight Galaxy, two old Operation items that have been looking really good so far, so Operation items, great investment in my opinion, but they're not all that's out there, even though that's pretty much what everybody's been talking about recently, so let's take a look at some other stuff. Let's actually talk about the Gamma cases again really quick. I made an entire video discussing these already, but I really do think they're a great investment, and there's some other things I want to cover with them. And with all case investments, getting into them sooner rather than later seems to be the best move, as the hype only seems to be getting bigger, supply for a lot of the cases only seems to be getting smaller, and more people are just holding on to them. So let me give you guys a quick rundown on why I think these cases are one of, if not the best case investment out there right now. First of all, these two cases contain knives that are exclusive to Gamma cases, and probably always will be, as it's been nearly 5 years since the release of the Gamma 2 case, and they contain some of the best knives in the game. Autotronics, Gamma Dopplers, Lures, and Freehands are pretty solid as well. Brightwaters are also in this case, kinda garbo, but we don't need to worry about that because if we look at the average price per rare special item in this case, it's $350, one of the highest averages out of all the cases in the game. So unlike some of the other case investments that some people are pushing for right now, like the Wildfire case, which only contains the Bowie knife, which averages half the rare special item price as the Gamma cases, people actually have a reason to open gamma cases. So even though the wildfire cases or some other random case like the falchion case, which also was a garbage knife, or the shadow case, may look like good investments right now, I think the gamma case is one that can withstand the pressure and go for the good long-term investment rather than some of the others which might kind of fall off. So in my opinion, it would definitely lead me to believe that gamma cases would be much better as an investment, as they're not just being bought so people can resell them to make more money, they're being bought for a purpose because they have good knives in them and people actually want to unbox them as well as potentially invest in them. But yeah, that's probably all I'm going to talk about for gamma cases for probably a long time, if I ever talk about them again. So be sure to take a look at them. But the final investment I want to talk about in this video is actually going to be stickers from some of the old sticker capsules. And I'm talking old sticker capsules. And the reason I talk about these is because I feel like some of the people that have played this game for longer kind of look at these as a potential good investment, and some investing videos have kind of been looking at them, and I'm just kind of weary about them. I don't really know what to think, and I'm going to tie it in with some of the current investments and how you have to be careful with them. So first of all, if we look at the community sticker capsule 1, the price trend of this thing, it's kind of been up and down, not really looking like a great investment. This was something I actually wanted to invest in a while ago, but the hype just isn't there, and we'll get into that in a bit as well. So let's choose a random higher tier sticker from it, the swag foil, which note there's only 12 of them on the Steam market. They've had a much different price trend than the capsule they're in, which is really interesting, but considering there's only 900 community sticker capsule 1s on the Steam market, I guess people just aren't unboxing them. So does this make swag foils and the other higher tier stickers from the community sticker capsule 1 good investments? Well, let's look at the crown foil, which is a skin from a different sticker capsule but has a lot more hype behind it. It's worth over 4 times as much, so I've heard a lot of people talking about these stickers. They look great on crafts, but extremely limited supply. But the crown foil is probably the most talked about out of all of them, and its price obviously reflects that compared to something like the swag foil. And as to invest or not, I really honestly think stickers like this are just a pass. The only reason I mention them is because I really want to push the point that even if an item is super limited and in your opinion looks cool or should be worth more, if the hype isn't behind it, it's probably not going to increase in price that much. Maybe something like the crown foil will, but the supply is just so low and it's already at such a high price already that there's better investments out there. This is one reason why I think most, if not all of the stickers from Broken Fang are not going to be great investments, as they aren't really good compared to RMR stickers, which just cater to every player, as it can be a sticker of your favorite team or whatever. There's gold variations which higher tier investors can put into. They're super limited and they're the first stickers that actually have gold teams, so there's a ton of stuff going for them, and overall I think more people are just going to be buying them than random Shattered Web and Broken Fang stickers, which are just random designs. Nobody really wants them, only to invest, and if people only want something to invest, sure, it may go up in price sometimes on the short term, sometimes it doesn't. On the long term though, it just isn't going to happen. We saw it with the Shattered Web case, which I'm actually going to be making a video about in like 2 days, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really interesting one, but make sure people actually want your item if you are going to invest in it, or you're going to find yourself in some trouble. But besides all that, I think that does pretty much wrap up this video. If I didn't cover something you have a question on or want to know more about, I've probably made another video exclusively on it, so be sure to subscribe, check out some of my other content either way. If there's a good investment out there, I probably have made a video on it already. So besides all that, leave a like, comment if you have any questions, I'll try to get to all you guys, and of course comment your Steam profile name, and I'll try to send you guys some cases and stuff as well. But now, that pretty much wraps up everything, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.